If these last few years have not been an indication of what is going to transpire these next 7 years, let me remind you, Agenda 2030. So a certain percentage of humanity, say 30% or maybe a little bit more, are aware and awake to these lies. And then 70% are not aware of these lies. And that is by design. And here's a reminder. Zombies in a zombie apocalypse do not know that they're zombies. And you can't help people who don't know they need help. However, as somebody who has been awake to these lies for a long time, maybe not as much as I would like to, I do like planting the seed. I don't underestimate that power because it'll help others when it's their time. Yes, I do understand that I do trigger people sometimes, and I'm okay with that. So I pick and choose my battles. I'm selective where I do things and selective where I don't do things. And that is me. I am actually true to myself. I listen to my intuition. That is going to help us all individually in this path going forward. Listening to our intuition and also remaining humble. Humble enough, but not too much so that people walk all over you. And here's something that I've observed in the awakened community these last couple of weeks. We can easily go down this dark path. Obviously, we've awakened because we've gone through the darkness within ourselves and embraced that light. But we can get stuck there in our ego and our pride and think that we're above everybody else. And a reminder, if you haven't read any of our ancient scriptures, Christ consciousness, Krishna consciousness, they were aware. They had obtained the highest level of consciousness, and yet they were still humble. So a reminder, if anybody is under this illusion that they are a certain persona, it is also an illusion. We need to remember that we are having a human experience. And when you realize that and remember that, you humble yourself. We need to ground ourselves. And it is that much more important for us to navigate within this matrix, knowing what we know and help others along the way. But don't get too caught up in ego and pride. And I've seen that people did that to me. It's just fine. I just send positive vibes their way. I know that that means that they still need to do inner work, that they still need to heal from things that they probably have not gone through. We become wiser as we go through this. From my own experience, let me just put this out there. Things that I did a few years ago with the information that I knew then, if they were to transpire today, would I make those same decisions? Probably not. Do I regret those decisions that I made? No. Everything happens for a reason. But I'm wiser. And I see things from a different lens today. So I am open-minded. I'm constantly learning. Whether we are awake or we're not awake, we are constantly learning. And that is what some of our greatest leaders have taught us in history. So quick history lesson. We're constantly learning until the day we die. And even death is an illusion. And that is how we raise our awareness and consciousness. That's how we become more spiritually aware. That is also a sign of personal development, a personal growth, and a wise human being. These are all great factors that we have read about in our ancient scriptures. Our rishis were teaching us this too. So let's keep that in mind. As we go along in this journey, these next couple of years is going to be that much more critical for us to help others rise to their higher self, a leadership quality that many of us that have awakened have been called to do. So keep doing that and be patient. That is one of my biggest things that I've said even since the beginning, since I've awakened. Patience is something that I often struggle with. And I am getting better. I'm not where I want to be, but I've made so much more progress. And we all have things that we're working on. Good luck.